Behaviorism. Have you ever wondered why we do the things we do? Behaviorism helps us find the answers. This theory asserts that all our actions are the result of learning that occurs through interaction with our environment. Behaviorism was founded by John B. Watson in the early 20th century. He convincingly argued that psychology should study only observable behavior. Following him, B.F. Skinner further developed the theory, adding the idea that behavior can be not only observed, but also managed through rewards and punishments. This was a real discovery. Behaviorism is applied in many fields. For example, teachers use it to manage classrooms, and psychologists use it to change behavior for the better. Every time you receive a reward for good work, you can say that behaviorism is being applied. Despite its widespread use, behaviorism also has critics. They claim that the theory oversimplifies the understanding of human behavior and ignores inner experiences and thoughts. It is important to remember that each theory has its strengths and weaknesses. Modern scientists continue to study behaviorism by combining it with other psychological theories. This makes it an even more powerful tool for understanding human behavior. Behaviorism is not just a theory. It is a tool that opens our eyes to how our behavior is shaped. By understanding it, we can better understand ourselves and others. Who knows, maybe this knowledge will help you change the world for the better. Psychoanalysis. Imagine a world where every action you take and every thought you have holds a hidden meaning. This is precisely the world Sigmund Freud unveiled in the late 19th century when he developed psychoanalysis. This theory asserts that our consciousness is merely the tip of an immense iceberg. Freud proposed the idea that beneath the conscious level lie our true desires and fears. He argued that many of the problems and fears in adult life stem from unconscious conflicts experienced in childhood. Consider this. Each fear or desire you have may be linked to long-forgotten events. To unravel these mysteries, Freud used methods such as free associations and dream analysis. Patients would say whatever came to mind, while Freud meticulously analyzed their narratives, searching for hidden clues to suppressed memories. Psychoanalysis has had a profound impact not only on psychology, but also on literature, art, and cinema. Characters with split personalities, dreams full of symbolism, all these are echoes of Freud's theory and culture. Despite its popularity, psychoanalysis has faced criticism for its lack of scientific precision and its excessive focus on sexuality. However, its contribution to understanding the human psyche is undeniable. Modern psychotherapists use modified versions of Freud's methods to help people sort through their internal conflicts. Psychoanalysis continues to be an important part of psychological science and culture. It has taught us to look deeper, beyond the surface of everyday behavior, to explore the uncharted corners of the mind. Humanistic psychology. Humanistic psychology is an intriguing field in psychology that emphasizes the uniqueness of each individual. It emerged in the mid-20th century and quickly gained popularity. This approach focuses on personal growth and self-improvement. One of the founders of humanistic psychology is Abraham Maslow. He proposed the well-known hierarchy of needs, where self-actualization is at the top, a person's ability to fulfill their talents and potential. Additionally, Carl Rogers, another important figure in this field, made a significant contribution by developing the concept of conditional-unconditional acceptance. Humanistic psychology believes that every person has an inner potential for growth and development. Psychologists following this approach use talk therapy to help people better understand themselves and find ways to solve their problems. They believe that support and understanding can lead to positive changes. Humanistic psychology has had a significant impact on many areas, including education, management, and social work. It helps people become more empathetic and understanding, as well as find meaning in life and strive for personal happiness. Humanistic psychology plays a key role in understanding human beings. It not only helps people become better, but also inspires them to seek new ways to achieve harmony with themselves and the world around them. Evolutionary psychology. Why do we instinctively fear snakes or prefer sweets? Evolutionary psychology helps answer these questions by exploring how ancient survival mechanisms shape our modern thoughts and actions. It unveils the mysteries of our subconscious, revealing why we behave in certain ways. Recall a moment when you almost stepped on a snake or saw a large spider. Your heart raced, and you instantly jumped back. This isn't just fear. It's an evolutionary response that helped our ancestors avoid dangerous animals. Similarly, our craving for sweets is linked to the need for high-calorie food when it was vital for survival. When it comes to social interactions, our ability to cooperate and build social bonds also has roots in the past. Consider how children instinctively seek support from adults, or how adults form partnerships. These are evolutionarily developed strategies that enhanced survival in groups, increasing chances for successful reproduction and offspring rearing. It's interesting to note how evolutionary aspects manifest in our everyday experiences. Have you ever wondered why we often get nervous before going on stage? In ancient times, public performances carried both great opportunities and serious threats. As a result, our brain actively responds to possible social rejection or criticism, causing a feeling of anxiety. Recognizing the evolutionary foundations of our behavior can improve our management of emotions and reactions. Understanding that our feelings and preferences didn't arise randomly, but are conditioned by a long history, gives us the keys to personal growth and adaptation. Evolutionary psychology not only explains our essence, but also guides us towards self-improvement. Social psychology. Social psychology is a fascinating science that helps us understand why people behave a certain way when they are together. It explores how we interact, communicate, and influence each other. First, let's consider how a group can influence us. Often, we adjust our behavior to fit in with those around us. This phenomenon is known as conformity. For example, if the majority in a class prefers a certain type of music, you might start listening to it too, to be in the loop. This shows how much we can change to meet the expectations of others. Now, let's talk about how people persuade each other. This process is called persuasion. If someone wants you to do something or support their idea, they might use various methods. For example, they could show that this idea is popular among many, or provide convincing arguments supported by facts. This demonstrates how words and arguments can influence our decisions. Another important aspect of social psychology is the study of emotions. Our feelings can significantly affect how we communicate with others. For instance, seeing another person upset might make you feel sad or empathetic. This emotional connection helps us build deeper and more meaningful relationships. In conclusion, social psychology plays a key role in our everyday interactions. It not only shows how we react to others, but also helps us improve ourselves. By understanding the basics of social psychology, we can better understand the actions of those around us and build our relationships more effectively. Cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology is an exciting field of science that studies how we think, learn, and remember information. Imagine your brain as a powerful computer that processes everything you see and hear. Firstly, cognitive psychology helps us understand how we perceive the world around us. For instance, when you look at a picture, your brain instantly analyzes it and helps you understand what it is. Perception is the first step in understanding the world. Next, it explains how we learn new things. If you are trying to learn how to play the guitar, your brain gradually memorizes the movements and melodies. This is a learning process in which your brain actively builds new knowledge based on practice. Then, cognitive psychology investigates how we remember information. Think about a moment when you are searching for something in a room. Your brain quickly sifts through memories to help you recall where you left something. Cognitive psychology opens the door to understanding our own brains. It shows how powerfully we can use our minds for learning, remembering, and understanding the world.